Why can't black people think for themselves? Why do you think if you see 400 black kids in the East Wing in the White House, they were paid to be there instead of thinking for themselves? Because you wouldn't have that thought under Obama. But I argue that our lives are just way better under Trump than Biden.
Oh my God, I can't. Nope, I'm done.
Why not?
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to be talking to people about Trump's growing support in the black community. And for those that disagree with the idea of black Americans supporting Donald Trump, I'm going to bring him face to face with my good friend Amir Odom. Amir, thanks for joining me today. Are you ready to get going?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
Let's go talk to some people. Huge shout out to our friends over at Allegiance Gold for sponsoring this video. So, New York Times Siena poll, it's a top tier poll. They released information a few weeks ago, right? Showing growing support in the black community for Donald Trump. 23% had just hit. The same poll showed 4% 1 month before the 2020 election. So a major increase. I want to ask you, is that surprising to you?
Extremely surprising.
Yeah,
It shocks you?
it does shock because I'm like, are you not paying attention to what you see, what you hear?
Right.
Well, no, it don't surprise me because me, myself, I love Trump.
You do?
I'm a Trump supporter.
Okay.
So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I think people just finally realizing that he's a good person.
Maybe it's not surprising.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he did do some things that was good for the community. So maybe it's not so surprising. A lot of black men are more conservative than you think, but
Yeah.
it might be his message, the way he put it out, but they still might agree with something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you're not surprised by this at all?
No, not at all.
Why do you think there are black Americans that vote for Donald Trump or want to vote for Donald Trump?
I can only assume that they're horribly uninformed. Trump has done nothing for the black community.
People don't really pay attention to the issues, really. They just pay attention to what's popular.
Okay. You think support for Trump is popular? I think a lot of people would say it's not.
I think it's not. I think people are paying attention to the issues, and the powers that be are, I don't know, they're not satisfying everyone's needs, so they're just fed up.
Right.
So they're just jumping ship.
I got no idea.
What are your thoughts of the idea of there being black Trump supporters?
I don't know why.
Do you see Donald Trump as being maybe more racist, or how do you see him? Do you not think he's racist?
Yeah, he's racist.
Racist.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Would that be a major? That'd be like a major reason why you wouldn't know why there would be black Trump supporters.
I don't know what. Yeah,
I would say that there's so much information out there right now about Biden and his health and his age and
Uncertainty, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but I can't see any good reason to look at Mr. Trump.
There's no reason, any good enough reason to vote for Trump.
yeah. I don't know why there would be.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do have my buddy Amir. Cruise on over here. You guys, I have a friend right here, Amir. He's actually voting for Donald Trump. He actually is a Trump supporter. Amir actually is going to be voting for Trump in November. Amir, we were kind of saying, maybe Donald Trump's racist, and that would kind of cause some confusion as to why there would even be black Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Would you mind maybe unpacking that a little bit for Amir, who is supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
They were saying maybe the support in the black community could be because of maybe hopping on a bandwagon or popularity or whatever it may be. Your answer was different. Could you remind me of your answer one more time? Just wanting change?
A lot of promises failed, and they're just tired of it, so people are hopping off the Democratic bandwagon.
I don't know why you'd vote for him.
Yeah. Amir, why would you vote for Donald Trump over Biden?
Over Biden?
Yeah.
I'd vote for Trump over Biden because I love the fact of having a secure border and not having all the illegal immigrants being brought to America. They're not being sent to the rich white neighborhoods. They're being sent to the black and brown neighborhoods. And that's where all the illegals are going. I don't see Biden doing anything for us. If I think about my life today, not the media, not like what they're telling us, but I'm thinking about my life, like day-to-day basis. 2018, 2019, thriving. Like all of us were, gas was low, no inflation, home prices were moderate, like everything was chill. And then now with Biden, it's like, I don't like the way things are going. And if you just take a look at our immigration right now, where they're bringing all the illegals into the hood. And like this is ruining our own communities because, okay, we're supposed to get all this attention and love. How are we going to get that when they're replacing all of us and busing the illegals into the Bronx, into,
The illegals.
Yeah, the illegals, yeah. They said Trump is going to be involved in all these wars. There were none, but now we're in all these wars under Biden. Inflation, the price of everything is way higher. It's just overall, sure, the optics on mainstream media, there's not like riots and protests and like unrest, like there's none of that. But I argue that our lives are just way better under Trump than Biden.
Oh my God, I can't. Nope, I'm done.
Why not? We're just having a conversation.
Well, all I will say back to all of this is if we.
Your friend wasn't happy about that one.
Yeah, but.
Was I angry? Was that no?
You
Okay.
were sweet.
All right, everyone, let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, Allegiance Gold. So as we close in on the election, it's really no surprise that Donald Trump is gaining support among all Americans, especially the working class. While many Americans are struggling, the Biden administration continues to attempt to gaslight the American people, saying that the economy has never been better, when we all know the country is facing challenges. Among those, rising inflation, rising debt, and rising interest rates. There's a reason why so many of you guys watching have invested in gold, because it stands on its own as a beacon of stability. Also, the last 5 years, it's almost doubled in value. Allegiance Gold has done things the right way from the beginning, so it's no coincidence that they've earned the highest trust ratings in the precious metals industry. 5 stars with TrustLink and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. Allegiance Gold can help you protect your IRA or 401k with physical gold and silver, or if you prefer, you can have it delivered securely to your doorstep. And right now, you guys, you can get up to $5,000 in free silver on a qualifying investment when you go to protectwithklug.com or call 866-335-KLUG. Protect your financial future today, you guys. Visit protectwithklug.com. That is protectwithklug.com, or call 866-335-KLUG. Let's get back into the video. I like how the economy was under Trump. Life was just better in 2018, 2019. Obviously, COVID changed a little bit, but if we're looking at the moral of the picture,
Trump was taking credit for Biden or for Obama's economy.
Isn't that what every president do? Like, as far as like when someone comes in, like, oh, they just take credit for the last and the last. Like, Biden's taking credit for all the jobs created, even though he didn't create jobs. It's just COVID shutdowns released, and then boom, people got their jobs back. It wasn't like he created jobs, and he's taking the credit for that.
No, but
is that fair?
They lost them under Trump.
Do you think Trump supported the lockdowns? Did you see him as more of supporting the lockdowns that made people lose their jobs?
I really don't know. I mean, they did the lockdowns.
Did you see him as a major proponent of pushing that?
No.
Who do you think was pushing that?
I think that Felucci or whatever, I don't know.
This is not the first time that illegal immigration has been an issue. It's always been an issue.
You're right, but the main thing though is that the people
everybody riled up on
the people coming across.
Can we talk more about that?
Yeah.
They've been here.
But the people
It's
that
been
are
illegal immigration.
the people that
forever.
are coming here now, if you go down and you watch all these interviews, and they're coming here because of Biden. Because Biden has made it easier to get in the country. Illegal immigration is always been a thing.
People, it doesn't affect you if you don't live in a state where it's like a big deal, but if you live in a
but
state,
under
I've
Biden,
heard that,
they made it way
in the bigger
easier.
cities, they're bringing them in and but
Right. Inflation, gas prices, all these things going on. We got the crime, policing, all these things that we're trying to work on, right? Do you think it's fair that someone in Mexico can be like, actually, I'm gonna go to America, they sneak in illegally, then our government is like, actually, we'll make it better. We'll get you a bus ticket to the plane, you get on the plane, you land in New York, you get to New York, boom, you get free housing, boom, you get $1,000 a month, and boom, you can get a license on the car.
America was founded on, right? If people are forgetting that. You know that, right?
But they're
ran
replacing
to America to have their freedom.
Do you think
know
that's fair?
That, right?
But do you think it's fair?
Do you mind if I pause
Who's to say if it's fair or not?
Do you think it's fair?
No one knows how they would react if they felt like it was life or death.
Like, well,
Who's to say?
We just need to clarify
you think
something.
it's fair?
The United States, there were not benefits when you first came here in the foundings of the country, by the way.
Safety is a major benefit. I would say.
Right, but nobody was getting free healthcare, free money, free housing,
it was just
free
safety.
food.
It was like, there's no guns in the street.
Why shouldn't I vote for Trump?
Because he's a traitor.
To who or how so?
He's a traitor to the United States. He tried to overthrow our government.
Like there was a whole insurrection under his. I feel like people feel as though they can.
He backs them up.
So maybe.
To be fair, 2020,
you know,
2020 and all the riots, like Jan 6 wasn't touching nobody. Like I was looking at Jan 6, I mean this is a joke compared to the George Floyd riots. those riots, storming courthouses, over $1 billion in damage, but we're focused on Jan 6. You know, so that's why like Jan 6 is not a big deal to me, because look at what we did that past summer, out here in the streets acting buck.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, have you ever seen the videos of them just like letting people walk in there?
You know, they can pick videos or whatever.
No, but
I've seen the videos of
but
the
have you
windows
seen the
breaking.
have you
I've
seen
the videos of,
So you haven't
of
seen the
cops,
videos?
of cops being beat with flagpoles.
So you haven't seen the videos of the cops just letting people in?
They probably,
You
yeah, I
haven't?
have. I've seen all sorts of stuff, but
So you have or haven't?
I have.
You have seen
Yeah.
the videos of them just letting people into the Capitol?
Some of them, yeah.
And just walking them into it?
Would they walk them in?
Yes.
They just let them in?
Yes.
I probably haven't seen all those.
You see Donald Trump as calling for that? Or do you see that as people being upset about the election? Because you were saying that that is Trump's fault, but why would that be Donald Trump's fault, would you say?
What, the insurrection?
Yeah, if you're saying that that's an insurrection, Donald Trump called for it, can you say that?
Yeah.
When did he call for it, I guess would be my next question.
I don't know. I've seen the come to D.C., it's going to be wild.
It seems like a little bit of a stretch for go to the Capitol, you know, go like riot in the Capitol.
But we're going to go down to the Capitol and fight like hell.
So that wasn't
That's
actually,
pretty-
do you know the quote right there? I just want to make sure I'm being fair here, because I'm not going to like misquote and run with a misquote. That was, we're going to go down to the Capitol and make our voices peacefully and patriotically heard.
Is that the exact quote?
Yeah.
That ain't the way I heard it.
You want me to pull it up? I can pull it up right now for you if you
he
want.
throws mixed signals out there.
Which, with context, sir, that was January 6th in, I think it was November, November, I was out there in D.C., same kind of setup. We heard Trump speak and he said we're going to peacefully go to the Capitol.
Peacefully and patriotically make our voices
and then
heard.
walk back. It's a microphone. Yes. So that he can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the same protocol as any other time I've ever went to go see Trump myself. So that was no different.
The guy breeds hate.
How? He invited
Listen to
400
him.
black kids to hear him speak, and then we go online and we're just being told that, oh, we're paid to be there. Oh, we're just a bunch of
He
just
probably
insert
paid them all to
slurs.
be there too.
I was there, so you're telling me that I got paid to go to the White House?
I don't know, did you?
No.
Well.
So why would you think that I got
know.
paid to go there? Do you think that's a little like
I don't know.
offensive?
I
No.
can't.
Why can't black people think for themselves? Why do you think if you see 400 black kids in the East Wing in the White House, they were paid to be there instead of thinking for themselves? Because you wouldn't have that thought under Obama. So why is it that young black kids can't go to the White House to hear Trump? Why is all of a sudden that I'm paid to be there? Why do you have that assumption? Do you not think that that's
They
wrong or
would have
that's
to pay
offensive?
me to be there.
I am really curious though, if you answer that question.
Would you think that under Obama, that I was paid to be there?
No.
So why do you think that I'm getting paid? Do you not think it's a little like offensive, a little racist to assume that, oh, me being in the White House under Trump,
Because
we're just a
Trump's
bunch of paid
because
people?
Trump's racist.
To
I don't
who?
know why.
How are you telling me that he's racist? Have you met him?
No, I don't want to.
So are you gonna just throw these? This is why it's important to me, because when you're telling these things like, this is racist, this actually takes away from things that are actually racist. And it's hard for me as a black man to sit here and say, yes, this president that invited 400 black kids to hear him speak and invite to the White House, that man's racist. Shook everybody's hands, had everybody in there listen to him speak, didn't say anything inflammatory. How is a man, that's a bad racist to me.
I've ran into a lot of people that are saying it's crazy, the idea of black people even supporting Donald Trump. What would your message to those people be? You know, the people that are saying it's completely crazy.
They have to wake up. They have to be informed voters. You have to look and see what fits best for you. Because I could tell you, you know, the left and the Democrat don't all necessarily go with the black community either, except for it's time to vote. So what?
Every 4 years, they're not going.
So yeah, I think that. So no, they just have to wake up, be informed. I think that's very important.
The black community didn't understand Trump going into his first election or his first term. Then Biden came in and they saw that the economy took a plummet, came back, and they're like, wow, it's not good. Let's go back to Trump. So that's why his numbers increased.
They've seen both presidencies. They prefer Trump.
Absolutely.
Speak your mind. You won't get in trouble.
I know. I just don't want to be on
Something
camera.
outlandish. Who cares?
People don't know better. That's what it is. They just are loyal to what they think they know, but I don't think people are aware of what the issues are.
and they've just been told, or this person has been demonized, so they're just like, I'm just going to hop on the bandwagon. They say this person is a bad man. I'm just going to believe he's a bad man and not vote for him. They don't know.
Well, I mean, he came to my job and I met him, so.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, so, yeah.
And he treated you with respect.
All with respect. Very nice person.
So you're going to be voting for Donald Trump this year, November. You're going to be voting for Donald Trump?
I'm voting for Trump.
Horribly uninformed. Right here I have Amir Odom. He's actually my friend. He is a Trump supporter.
Okay.
Now, this gentleman right here was saying maybe perhaps horribly uninformed would be a reason for supporting Donald Trump if you are a black American. Would you mind maybe unpacking that for Amir, who is a Trump supporter?
Yeah. Okay. He's against Obamacare. There's a lot of poor people and middle class people that really need Obamacare.
Which I'd argue that a lot of the poor whites that probably affects them too. So it wasn't just the black community. Have you heard of his opportunity zones that he tried to enact from Donald Trump? Yeah.
I haven't heard a thing.
Wow, yeah. Well, Donald Trump was trying to revitalize our neighborhoods by giving more opportunities to black people in their cities. And that was a program that was initiated that he was really trying to get started, but none of the left media was really reporting on it because it ruins the narrative that he is a racist, that he is a bigot, that he hates black people. And, you know, I personally, as someone who went from marching in the streets with BLM to less than a year later, being invited to the White House to meet Trump for myself, I saw a completely different man than what the media was saying. Is he perfect? No. Does he say stupid things? Yes. But at the end of the day, especially regarding Trump versus Biden, I don't see in any way how the black community is benefiting from Biden, especially when they're building, oh my gosh, Trump's gonna start wars, Biden has. Oh my gosh, Trump's racist. Biden's the guy we have the more info on being more racist. He doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. He said that Obama was the first articulate black man that they put in the mainstream media. Like, Biden has said the more racist things. He said, if you vote for Trump, then you're not black. Like, he said a lot, and it baffles me.
What do you think about that?
No, I actually agree with some of what he said, because Biden did say those things.
Yeah.
But, neither one of these guys are perfect, but Trump is totally self-absorbed. I think he insults the electorate with all the bull. Can I say bull?
No
bull that they.
Do you think that's more Trump or the media?
Huh?
Do you think it's more of the media displaying him in that light, or do you think it actually is just him as a person?
It's Trump.
Do you think the media misled a lot of people about that stuff?
Well, the media always misleads. Always. I think so. But you have to be informed. You have to be an informed individual to look at the individual and tell what's right and what's wrong.
Everything he says is crazy bullshit. He's selling
like
shoes,
what examples?
Bibles, all kind of stupid stuff.
Like,
come on.
Can I what are some examples? Because I can show you ways that he thinks things that he probably may have said, but they've twisted it. Like, oh, there's good people on both sides in Charlottesville. He's never denounced white supremacy. He did 2 sentences before that, but the media took that clip and ran with it to say that he's the biggest racist.
You know what?
So what's something as an example that he said that is stupid and dumb, is just bigoted?
Yeah, maybe that you have a problem with.
Say it again.
Amir's asking for maybe an example of something that you have a problem with that Donald Trump said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something I'm maybe not seeing.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Bigoted. Well, he says something stupid every day.
Give me an example.
On both sides, right?
Well, I think it's about learning a little bit. I'm curious to hear.
Okay, so that good people on both sides. Do you know what he said 2 sentences before that?
Huh?
Do you know what he said 2 sentences? Do you know?
I don't need to know.
He said, I disavow them, and they are bad white supremacists, and I disavow that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't hear that.
So then that example is just null and void. He didn't. The context is not there. So give me another example, please, of what he said that is extremely racist for me.
You're going to spin whatever I say.
I'm not spinning anything.
Yeah, you've studied up. You're catching me off.
But if you're saying that something's racist, you should have a concrete fact, because that is a serious thing. When my ancestors were whipped and beat by white people, and now I'm living here, I'm their dream, I'm not experiencing any of them racism like that. So if you're telling me this man is racist, I need a hardcore fact that man's in fact racist.
Black folks like Jim shoes, his golden gym shoes. Coming out with the Bible, I do.
You say that? I mean,
I've heard that one.
I didn't hear that one. Is that's racist to say black people like gym?
Is it racist to say that we own majority of the shoe industry with Jordans, Yeezys,
it's kind of
Dunks?
stupid to think just because he come out with a pair of gym shoes, every black person's going to go buy it.
Do you mind if I ask though? So that does seem, I think it is important that we try to find leaders that are a little bit more disciplined with their language. I absolutely understand that. I think you have a good point there. However, if we're thinking about bad language from Donald Trump, and that's the example there, do we think that Joe Biden might have some examples that are probably bad as well, like what Amir brought up earlier, saying that Barack Obama in 2007 was the first mainstream African American that is articulate and bright and clean. That is a exact quote. It seems as though that's incredibly problematic.
I feel like it's
language.
worse than what
That's
Trump
really
has said.
stupid too.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's almost more than stupid. That's a really bad one.
That's a really bad.
Compared to the shoes,
I agree. I agree with you that one.
That's a serious thing to say to somebody, that they are racist. And I'm not trying to spin anything on you. This isn't a gotcha moment. You're telling me things. He said, oh, there's good people on both sides, and I'm telling you, here's the full context. That's not spinning something. You're the one that got spun by mainstream media, just ran with it. He said there's good people on both sides. That's not the truth. I'm giving you the full context.
That's pretty gnarly, right?
I do not support that.
Thank you. But now, here's the deal.
So
but here's the deal.
Right there.
All of a sudden now, you're transphobic. All now you're some crazy Republican, when in reality, it's not even that we're trying to spin nothing. It's we're for the truth.
Hold on. I love everybody. Hey, I do HR, human resources. I love everybody. I love everybody.
He's doing damage control right now. They injured dozens of Secret Service agents, police officers, and they tried to get into the White House. Do you think they would have just, if they got in the White House, they would have just given Donald Trump a big hug?
What do you think they would have done?
I don't know, but it's a good thought.
Well, what? What's a good thought?
They could have fixed things.
What, by murdering Donald Trump?
Yeah.